friend of mine just asked, stream when? And I text back, now. So you guys want to know what I've been addicted to listening to lately? I've been feeling nostalgic for the Pokemon X, Y, and Z anime, or just the Gen 6 anime and overall. What? I've been addicted to listening to this song by Silver Storm. It's the X, Y, and Z opening English cover. I'll link it down below. Because that song is just so goddamn hard to find online, hearing this English cover is like the only other alternative I could find. Alright, let's get started. I didn't pull out my stylus, so I'll have to do that in just a second. Whew. So what I'm really hoping today is obviously to get the shiny. Because when we got the first shiny, it happened, I believe, on the 237th egg. And that was the second stream I did of this. So, if I'm lucky, around the same number, 237, that's today. That's today, so please, shiny, please. I'm doing 8 of these now for just one shiny, please. Well, that 2. For a second of the same shiny. And you know, while we're doing this, let me show you what I've been up to lately. So you can see over here, like, yeah. You remember that Fennekin outbreak I was doing last time? Well, I caught a total of 24 shiny Fennekins, for 2 of them to be female. The 11th to be female, and then the 24th. So that Braixen and Delphox is shiny. And then I had a Pachirisu outbreak, and then a Braviary outbreak, and I decided, why not? And then today, I decided to hunt for 2 Houndours, just because I said before, Houndour, I even forgot was in the game. So to make sure I don't forget it's in the game again, let me get a shiny of it. Matter of fact, let me get 2, and evolve one, which obviously I still have yet to do. Shiny on the 12th egg? Here's hoping. I swear if you're right, we celebrate. Some 4K quality right here? Well, I'll be honest, I didn't expect iPhone to be doing this in 720p, but oh well. It is what it is. First encounter shiny? We're dreaming right now if we want that to happen. If we expect that to happen. So I had a pretty busy day today. Pretty tiring day despite not really doing anything important. No. Today, I finished recording Mario Galaxy 2, or rather, I'm about to. I'll be honest, here's a little secret. I'm probably gonna record Grandmaster Galaxy after this. It took me all day to collect the star bits and coins, okay? As well as collecting the remaining green stars. So I'll record Grandmaster Galaxy after this. And then yeah, I'll be done. So yeah, I played Mario Galaxy the whole day. Yeah, I'm kind of tired from it. Despite, wow, what a busy day. You played video games all day. Wow. I mean, something that happened yesterday, I had a sales rep that came in yesterday, and she was telling my mom, like, she should consider lucky that her son, me, is a gamer. Did I try the matcha cookie? Yeah, I did. It's pretty good. It's kind of a shame that that box only had 3 inside. Otherwise, you know, I would have eaten much more. So anyway, so yeah, I had a sales rep. She was talking to my mom and telling my mom how lucky that I am a gamer. I don't know if that's lucky if she's ever wanted grandkids, but still. Now the reason is, was that all 5? Yes. Now the reason she told my mom you should consider yourself lucky that your son is a gamer, here's the reason why. Because the sales rep lady, she was saying how she has 2 sons, I think one a year younger than me, and then one I think she said was like 17. She said that the older one, so like, I need to pull out my stylus. Not a cheating device, folks, not a cheating device. This is that thing that came with the 3DS to charge it. So yeah, she was saying how her older son, who is a year younger than me, he's the gamer, and she was saying that when he was younger, she was like, oh, I wish you were more active. I wish you, would actually go out more and do stuff instead of playing video games at home. And then she was saying how now that she deals with a 17-year-old, like a teen, we all know how teens are, she's saying like, now I wish my younger son was a gamer like his older brother. So she was basically telling my mom that me being a gamer keeps me out of trouble. Because that's what the sales lady said. She said that her older son stays out of trouble because he stays at home, plays video games all day. He doesn't go out, right? He doesn't go out and do stuff. He just stays home and games. Her younger son, on the other hand, she told me a story where she got asked by her younger son, like, Mom, can I drive to Niagara Falls and do stuff with my friends? Keep in mind, this is a 17-year-old kid. A drive from Toronto to Niagara Falls, that's like at least 2 hours, I think. So she was saying to my mom, lucky you, your son is a gamer. It keeps him out of trouble. He doesn't, like go out and go to parties and whatnot. Like, sure, she was saying, this is what she said. Yeah, my son has friends and he goes out and hang out from time to time, but majority he stays out of trouble because he stays home and games all the time. And that sounds exactly like me. Every now and then I'll go out to hang with friends, but for the majority of the time, yeah, you can see what I'm doing right now. So, I like that. I like that perspective. The fact that my parents are lucky that their son is a gamer because it keeps them out of trouble. Now, I say keeps out of trouble doesn't mean immune to trouble. I mean, take a look at what happens. Take a look at what happened the moment my parents gave me a car. But anyways, like, imagine if I didn't do this and I just kept on going out, how much more trouble I would get myself into. Like, me. You guys know me and the trouble I already get into. And my sister was also there, and yeah, they had a comparison on the spot. When my sister was in her teenage years, oh my goodness, you should have seen just how rebellious she was. Me, on the other hand, I'm just like, my rebellious phase as a teenager mostly consisted of, please just leave me alone. I have video games I want to play, just leave me alone. Stop bothering me. Like, that's mostly what happened. I never drank. I still don't drink. I never do drugs. I hate smoking. I don't go out that often. So I was like, you know what? I like that perspective. I like that view. The fact that my parents should be considered lucky that their son is a gamer, aka such an enormous loser. Now, like I say, they're probably not going to feel this blessed if they want grandkids from me, but that's something to worry about later on. Sister first. Sister first. She's already married. She's already halfway there. Don't worry, you will find someone. I appreciate your vote of confidence. It's been like a month. I don't think it's been that long. It's been like a couple weeks since I downloaded Hinge, and I still haven't even started using it yet. I'm stuck on the setting up part where you need 6 pictures. Believe me, I dug and I dug, and I only have 5 pictures of myself. I don't have a lot of pictures of myself, just because I don't look good in pictures. So I just don't have many pictures of myself. And I just really, really don't want to just take a random picture of myself just to put it on and be like, alright, there you go, now I can finally start. My sister helped me. She dug in her pictures and she found a couple of decent looking pictures of me, but I don't want to use them because they're too old. Like, those are too young of me. They're gonna see a picture of me when I was like 16, and I don't want that. I don't want some girl out there to see a picture of me 16 and then seeing me now. It's like, wow, this picture, you look very different. It's like, yeah, that was me like, I don't know, 8, 10 years ago. It's like, why'd you even use it? See, that's why I don't want to use really old pictures of me. Supposed to be 4+ pictures of scenery or your dogs. Show the AI generated ones, the real deal. I don't even know where those AI pictures of me went anymore. Actually, I think I sent them to you. I think you might still have them. So yeah, I'm still stuck on basically the setting up for using the damn app. So I haven't even started yet. You know, in the back of my mind, I want to, quote unquote, I want to in the sense like I'm wasting time. You know, it's like shiny hunting. Time not spent shiny hunting could have been time spent getting the shiny. If I don't spend time trying to look for someone, I'm wasting time. If I don't even try, then that guarantees I will never find someone. I don't know, a part of me just can't bring myself to do it. You know, I look at older pictures of myself and I'm amazed, first of all, of how bad my hair was, and second, just how thin I was back then. And I wasn't thin back then. So that means I'm extra big now, way bigger than Nikocado Avocado. And that is so sad for me to say. So anyways. Today was also the PlayStation State of Play. Nothing really interested me in those lineups. First of all, I don't even have a PS5, so I don't really care that much anyways. Even if there was a game to hype me up, I don't have the system to play it on anyways. I would have been hyped if they showed like GTA 6 trailer, or GTA 6 footage. Nothing really interested me in today's State of Play. Of all things, the thing that did interest me most was actually a trailer for Pal World that's releasing for the PS5 today. I haven't played Pal World yet. I know I still need to buy that game because I'm afraid it'll be taken down because they're getting sued by Nintendo. So I still need to buy that game before, if it happens, if it gets taken down, I still need to buy that game. But yeah, that was like the most exciting thing that I saw. Well, that and Stellar Blade doing a collab DLC with Nair. That's pretty cool. Squid Game Season 2. Oh yeah, there's that. I mentioned I think that's what I forgot. I mentioned just how stacked these next couple of months are. I think I forgot Squid Game. Daryl Dixon Season 2 starts 5 days from now, this upcoming Sunday on the 29th. Transformers 1 just came out. Superman and Lois starts, I think, October 17th? I could be wrong about that. It starts somewhere mid-October. Obviously, Squid Game is coming out December, as well as Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Currently airing is The Penguin, as well as, Agatha All Along. What else am I missing? Finally, some Walking Dead content. I think the last time we had Walking Dead content was like end of March? No, like beginning of April. Because that's when The Ones Who Live ended. By the way, if the stream kind of spazzes out, because I see the screen kind of breaks from now and then, sorry. I guess just refresh the page. Nothing I can do about that. Man, I can't believe I got 24 shiny Fennekins. 2 of them are female. Only 2. I was on that outbreak for 3 days. After I got my first female for Delphox, I decided I'm going to see this through. I am going to do this outbreak until either it stops, like overall, until it runs out of Fennekins to give me, or I get a second female. 2 days later, 13 more shinies later, then I finally got the second female. It was a lot of eye strain. Because, you know, I'm not in front of a big monitor to hunt on the whole day. So, I have to really squint and really stare into a tiny screen for a large chunk of the day. I swear, I did put eggs in my party, right? I didn't forget to do that again? Okay, good. There are indeed eggs. You know, I now remember why I haven't been hunting Solgaleo on both my Switches. It's because I don't have Nintendo Switch Online for my other Switch. Or at least specifically the other profile. And I ain't about to pay just to hunt for this. But Zygarde, on the other hand, I will do that. When it comes time for me to hunt Zygarde, here, not here, like on the 3DS, but I mean like here, right here for this. Oh yeah, I'll have to fork over like $5 to get a month's worth of Nintendo Switch Online. It's a shame just how paywall Shiny Zygarde is, not only do you need to buy a Nintendo Switch system, you also need to buy the game, buy the DLC. People will argue you don't need to buy NSO, but like, let's face it, yeah you do. Yes you do. Let's face it, yes you do. So let's see, that's a gaming console, the game itself, DLC, subscription service. It's like $200 right there. No, what am I talking about? 200. I wish. The console itself is like 400. The game is an extra 100, talking Canadian here. It's like $550 for one shiny Pokemon. And if you really want to get technical about it, you also need Wi-Fi. You need any sort of device to connect to Discord. So if you want to throw in a phone, that's another $1,000+ and then Wi-Fi services, who knows how much that is. Oh, you want to know something that I finally did? I finally not only updated iOS on my iPhone. I hate doing that. I hate updating things. And that's very apparent because I finally also updated the YouTube app. I don't like updating things just because it changes certain things I'm used to. And I'm just like, ugh, I don't like dealing with that. Whenever I feel like it, then I'll update. But, you know, if not, I would just purposely not update things. I know that's bad for security reasons, and, you know, not a good thing that I'm admitting that to the internet. It was just time to update iOS, and also YouTube, the older version of the app I was using, it was just full of bugs. It just wasn't working anymore, so I just had to update it. We all know YouTube's war against ad blockers, like YouTube's war on using ads. And I swear to God, I can't help but notice, after I updated the app, what a drastic difference it's been with the ads, the ad experiences. The way I was using YouTube before, it would explicitly tell you how many ads were playing. So it said 1 of 2 ads. I think it still says that now. I haven't really paid attention. But what else it used to do is it had a little box in the corner that says skip in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Like, it has a box that, you know, counts down to whenever you can skip. That's not there anymore. Now there's no indication if there is a way to skip or not. You just have to wait 5 seconds, and then it pops up. There's no countdown, there's no nothing. So if you're watching an app, if you're watching an ad that doesn't allow you to skip, well, sucks to be you. You just wasted 5 seconds to watch the ad to see if you can even skip or not. Something else I also noticed is they don't tell you how long the ad is anymore. Right, I still got 3 more eggs to hatch here. So, you know, in the past it would say this is a 15-second ad, or this is a 30-second ad. It doesn't say that anymore. Because there's no visible skip option until 5 seconds later it pops up, if it does pop up or not. You could be sitting there watching a 30-second ad, not knowing it, and, you know, there's no skip option that shows up. So you may have just watched a 30-second ad, no skipping, no idea how long the ad is. And, you know, I think we, as a society, I think we're smart enough to know why YouTube's doing this. Just because we don't like it doesn't mean we can't understand why YouTube's doing this. Obviously, YouTube is expensive to keep running, right? think about how much content gets uploaded to YouTube a day. You know how much like storage space that needs? And how much money it costs to keep YouTube running? Keep operating the website? So YouTube is very expensive to operate, to keep running. A lot of money gets made off of ads, and if you use an ad blocker, they don't make money. Which means they can't keep the website running. Now that doesn't mean they've been doing a stellar job keeping the website running, but still. It's kind of a paradox. It's kind of an endless loop. It's expensive to keep running, so you need more money. You make more money by more ads. More ads means, more desire for ad block. So less money gets made, so you need more ads to make up for that money, blah, blah, blah. So it's, just an endless cycle. Now, I'm too smooth-brained to really know how the internet works in terms of, like, storage and memory space. There has to be a giant hardware warehouse somewhere that you just constantly keeps on getting updated with, like, more and more storage space. Right? Because there needs to be space for the internet to hold information. It's kind of like a hard drive. There's only so much room for stuff to be held. The internet's not infinite. There has to be constantly more space being added. And there's even more things being uploaded to the internet by the second. So I'm too smooth-brained to know exactly how the internet works. I just use it. It's like a computer. I have no idea how a computer works. Why do you think it took me a decade to buy a computer? I just use it. I don't know how it works. I bought a new laptop? No, I bought a PC. How about a PC like 2 to 3 months ago? Yes, me. I've been streaming on that PC every now and then. Obviously not right now. I've been streaming the Persona DLC on my PC. I swear to God I told you. This is a prank, right? It's just a prank, bro. Why do you think you've been seeing me play Valorant more than recently? And more being like once a month versus like none at all? I suppose you were too busy having the time of your life in Japan and Korea to, worry about us plebs back home and what's going on in our lives. Oh, you know what? Something else. So, before this today, I took a look at just how many hours, roughly, I've put into going for this goddamn Patrat, of all things. As of before this, so before the 30 minutes I started today, I had put in about 15 and a half hours shiny hunting for this thing. So I guess as of right now, it's been like 16 hours. I've put in 16 hours purposely shiny hunting for 2 Patrats. Who has done that? Shiny hunting for a Patrat alone is almost like, an unheard of act that nobody has done before. Patrat alone is just not that popular. The shiny is, nothing too special. And the fact that for the past, 7 years, yeah, the Nintendo Switch came out in 2017. So, past 7 years, this thing here isn't even on the Nintendo Switch, so it's still right here on the 3DS. Who's gonna purposely go back to the 3DS to hunt for this thing that's already not that popular? Oops. So yeah, it's like, who actually purposely puts that much time into this of all things? Well, this guy right here. Only because the new game's coming out at some point. One of my friends said earlier today that on the 29th, September 29th, it's International Coffee Day. I'm just like, oh cool, the same day as Daryl Dixon Season 2. All of my friends were like, who? I think my brother-in-law's leaving right now. He got off work at 9, and then he got here like half an hour ago, so basically when I started, just to eat dinner, and then it sounds like now he's leaving. Right now that my sister's married, like, they have a pretty bizarre system. It's only for now, until they move out, but for now, it's a really weird system. I mean, hey, it works, right? My sister gets asked often, like, how's life now that you're married? And she's so tired of answering that question because it's always the same. Nothing's really different. Life is basically the same right now. She still lives here at home with moi and our parents. He still lives at his home with his parents because, they haven't moved out yet. You don't need me to tell you how the housing market is abysmal right now. They plan to move out sometime next year, but for now, it is the way it is. She lives here, he lives there. Every now and then she goes over to sleep at his place. Every now and then he comes over for dinner. Yeah, that's about it. To be honest, he before the marriage, he came over for dinner every now and then anyways. So right now, the only difference, now that they're married, the only difference is a couple nights a week she goes over and sleeps at his house. And that's about it. That's really the only difference. Until they move out, that is. Don't worry, there's always Brampton Rentals. Looks like I'm never moving out. I'm tired from playing Mario all day. Oh, snap. I didn't record any Mario Kart today. Oh, that's okay. Ugh. You know, he's actually coming back for dinner tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, I'll be cooking up steaks for us to eat, as well as we're making some pasta. We're cooking up some spaghetti. We're gonna do what white people hate: break the spaghetti in half and add ketchup to our pasta. Shh! Don't tell Lionfield. So, how's life been going for you? Wow, I see the stream really broke there. Just trying to make this look straight. Good enough. You're still trying to find a decent paying job? What about your current paying job? Doesn't that pay decently? Not really? Well... I heard this earlier today, and it audibly made me laugh out loud. I heard earlier today Mudahar call Tim Hortons Tim Patels. That just made me laugh. Just the idea, Tim Patels. At this point, they may as well just rebrand it, because yeah, essentially that's what you see. Tim Patels. Yo, did you get me some Tim Patels coffee today? Or do you want McDonald's coffee? For anyone who doesn't know the joke, Tim Hortons in Canada, any single one you go to, you primarily see Indian people working there. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just funny to see. You go to one Tim Hortons, you go to another, you primarily see brown people. Like, actually going to a Tim Patel's, or, formerly known as Tim Hortons, and seeing a white person work there, that's rarer than a shiny. Now, the one I go to have Chinese people there. Well, I did say majority are Indians. So, that wart that grew in my cheek is finally fizzling out. And when I say cheek, I mean the one in my mouth, not the one in my, that doesn't make it sound better, but you know what I mean. The wart that grew in my mouth, yeah, it's finally fading away. It has not been a comfortable, like, week and a half. Oops, I only put 4 eggs in my PC. Not my PC, in my party. Damn, you're almost at 3-digit followers. Wow! Saying that in comparison to some other people out there is like, wow, what an accomplishment. But in a way, for a nobody like me, it kinda is. Not like I'm going to celebrate it, I'm just gonna keep on doing what I'm doing. I haven't been paying attention to the number for, like, since I started. So I never really paid attention. So yeah, like 100 follower special, new game. Alright, what's a controversial game I can play? Well, the controversy for games like Stellar Blade and Pal World have already passed. Echoes of Wisdom? I don't know. I might want to play that game on my own, just to really take my time with it. Well, I'll play it first on my own. We want your live reaction to the beginning. We? Who's we? There is no we. Who is this we you speak of? You're the only person who said that. Who is this we? Me and my other 4 accounts. So, you times 4 is like me. I want to see your reaction times 4. The shiny hates me. I gotta be 1,000 eggs in right now, where the odds are 512. And I've only gotten 1 shiny at egg, I believe, 237. So we are now 1,000 eggs in. No second shiny. That is abhorrent. That is so sad. I did 7 Minior hunts with the same odds. And I got 7 of them shiny before I got a second one of this. Wow, this is very not focusing. Focus. Focus. Alright, so let me talk about this since I haven't even mentioned it like at all yet. A couple updates happening to Pokemon Go. First of all, we already knew that Zacian and Zamazenta are finally being able to be shiny, like, in general, after, like, 5 years since they came out. So finally, after 5 years, we can, at last, shiny hunt for them, albeit for a limited time, and only in Premier Balls. Time for you to flex your shiny Galarian Zapdos. There is that as well. The Galarian birds off of the Daily Incense can finally be shiny. Do you know how long I've been waiting for this? Whew, I'm about to make a name for myself here. Like, I saved my 3 Master Balls just for this. And if when the event starts and it's revealed that they will not flee, forget the Master Ball. I'm catching them in a Pokeball. If it turns out that they can indeed flee, then oh hell yeah, I'm using my Master Ball. Not even a competition. If a shiny Galarian bird can flee, I'm using my goddamn Master Ball. I do still have all 3 of my Master Balls. And there is going to be a 4th one coming out soon. For $8 USD. So that's going to be like $10, $11 Canadian. I'm still going to buy it though. Much as I don't want to. I will fork over the money if it means a 4th Master Ball. Which I won't even end up using if it turns out I can indeed catch shiny Galarian birds in regular Pokeballs. So if I can, I'm never going to use the Master Ball. I just never will. There is like no scenario where I can see myself using a Master Ball. But what if you get a hundo from a raid and you run out of Premier Balls? Well, I don't even check online to see what the hundo is. So even if there is a hundo on my screen, I wouldn't even know. I wouldn't know what the hundo CP is. So I just won't know if there's a hundo on my screen. If it flees, I will be blissfully unaware. Biggest flex, shiny Galarian Zapdos in a Pokeball, hundo 2. Oh my god, a shundo Galarian bird? That is a massive flex. So, I will indeed be spending lots and lots and lots of money trying to get myself a shiny Zacian and Zamazenta. I will be spending as much money as it takes until I get the shinies. And then Galarian birds. Oh, if only I could pay to get them. But I can't. I have to leave it up to luck and RNG. So yeah, I will indeed be spending lots of my hard-earned money for 2 different colored pixeled creatures in a video game. Aren't my parents lucky that I'm a gamer? I'm kept out of trouble. I stay out of trouble because I play video games. Aren't my parents lucky? uh... Okay, once I finish this box of eggs, then I'm gonna count just how many I've done. I have no idea. I was about to say I think I might know a number. I have no idea. I'll check afterwards. So I mentioned this the other night when I streamed the Persona DLC. Lately, I've just been feeling really nostalgic for the Pokemon X and Y anime. Because that was the peak of Pokemon anime. And after that ended, I haven't watched the Pokemon anime since. I've said for years that I plan to catch up on the Pokemon anime, except for Sun and Moon. I plan to catch up on Pokemon Journeys and Pokemon Horizon. I still ain't even come close to starting. Matter of fact, recently, I've been feeling nostalgic for X and Y. I feel like going back and rewatching that. Watching the entire Gen 6 anime, watching those 3 seasons. Instead of watching the new stuff, I'd rather go back and watch the peak. Man, it's such a shame, too. That's all we got. They didn't continue the hot streak. Instead, they gave us Sun and Moon, which I know some people online say it has a great story despite the animation change. I just can't look past that animation. I can't look past that art style. Not after what we got beforehand. That animation was just so clean. It started off pretty innocent too. Like, I'm not kidding. I actually rewatched the first episode of X and Y just because I just happened to find it on YouTube. I didn't know this, or rather I forgot. The Pokemon channel, the official Pokemon YouTube channel, actually posted the first episode entirely onto YouTube. And they did that for like every series. So I watched it. It started off innocent too. And then, just knowing what it becomes, how incredible the show became, it's like, wow, this is how it started, too. It's amazing to think that the peak of the Pokemon anime was sandwiched in between two not very peak, seasons or series. We had Black and White before that, which was a low-key reboot, which I didn't hate. I didn't hate the reboot, but I can see why people have problems with it. I'm sure if I watched it back again, I would see a lot of problems. And then Sun and Moon, which I still just refuse to watch. But in between those two mediocrities, one of them which I didn't even watch yet, we have this, shining gem that is the X and Y anime. Damn, we keep getting the pink eye Patrat, not the blue one. Like I said, who actually bothers to hunt for this, of all things? And because it's not on the Nintendo Switch, who actually bothers to come back to the 3DS to actually purposely hunt for it? I even tried looking up Shiny Patrat clips on YouTube. All I could really find was Pokemon Go, and maybe an occasional, random encounter back in, the Black and White games. I don't really see anyone purposely hunting for this, like I currently am. You know, I haven't seen any clip of someone seeing a shiny Patrat, finally finding it, and be like, yes! Yes! It took so long to find it! I finally got it! I've been hunting for it for so long! I don't see anyone doing that. It's always just, oh look, a random shiny Patrat, cool. Or an encounter in Pokemon Go. And that's really it. I don't see anyone purposely hunting for this. At least not recently. Nobody recently has hunted for a shiny Patrat. Now, I could be wrong. You know, there's a lot of creators out there. From what I saw, I just couldn't really find any. You know what the Pokemon Company could have done to avoid, well, me doing this in general? I'm currently hunting for the 9 Pokemon that are currently still not on any Nintendo Switch game. It's 9 Pokemon. You couldn't have added that to the Scarlet and Violet DLC. 9 remaining Pokemon. You couldn't have done that for the DLC. You added, like, the handful that had still yet to make an appearance on the damn system. But these 9? You couldn't have included these 9? How hard was it to program Patrat, the Elemental Monkeys, and Furfrou into the Indigo Disc DLC? How hard was that? It's 9 Pokemon. They must really hate these 9 if they purposely, after 7 years, still have not put it even on the damn system. How many games have come out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games, like 5 sets of games. Well, I'm not counting both versions separately. So you have Let's Go, Sword and Shield, BDSP, Legends Arceus, and Scarlet and Violet. That's 5 sets of games throughout the span of 7.5 years, and you're telling me you couldn't have added these extra 9 somewhere in there? You know, I also recently got recommended clips from the Detective Pikachu movie from the Max channel. So I got recommended clips from the Detective Pikachu movie, and I kind of forgot this movie even happened. I watched it in theaters. Excuse me. There's been no updates on the sequel. It happened so many years ago at this point. I just kind of forgot this movie even existed, even though I watched it in theaters. I felt like I was watching the movie for the first time again, reliving that feeling like, oh my god, Pokemon in live action. And then, you know, I had to remember once again, like, wait, this movie came out years ago. Okay, this box is done. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 7 boxes of Patrats that I have hatched for, you know, this set of 810. So that would be 210 eggs. 12 boxes of Patrat equals 1 shiny. Let's try 27. Previously, I had 27 boxes full. That's 810. 810 eggs later, I only got 1 shiny. And I said this last time, too. It seems like it takes me an average of 810 eggs to find 1 shiny, despite the odds being 512. With those odds, I should get all 9 of the shinies I'm hunting for. I should get all 9 after 7,290 eggs. That's almost full odds. But hey, that's 9 out of 7,290 is still better than 1 out of 8,192. I suppose 1 in 810 ain't the worst. It's not the best, which is 1 in 512, but it's not the worst. I've hunted far worse than that. I'm sorry I'm clearing my throat so much tonight. I did talk a lot today because I played a whole bunch of Mario. Now, the first shiny Patrat came at 237 out of 810. We are just over 210 out of this batch of 810. So if we're lucky, we should be close, but that's no guarantee. I think it's starting to rain outside. It has been a pretty gloomy and overcast day all day today. Summertime's over. It has been very over. It's almost October. October. The month of scares, horror, and Thanksgiving for Canadians. Oh, you guys want to hear something that I discussed with my friend recently? And in our group chat? So he sent a post about the Costco ramen that's now being sold. Costco's now selling, like, pre-prepared ramen. And I don't mean the instant stuff. Like, honest to God, actual ramen noodles with separated broth and other things. Like a couple of veggies and an egg or whatever. obviously the broth is separated from the noodles and everything else. Like they're selling it in the food aisle with, you know, all the other prepared foods. All you need to do is just heat up the broth and then put the noodles in, and you just heat it up and you just assemble it, right? So he sent that to the group chat, and he's like, oh my god, no way, Costco's doing noodles, not noodles, Costco's doing ramen now. And I just replied, like, bro, there's no way you, of all people, didn't know this. Fake-ass Costco fan. Because this guy is obsessed with Costco. Yeah, he's one of them. Costco, at this point, is his favorite place to breathe in. He goes shopping at Costco like 3 times a week. He spends hundreds of dollars there a week, and he loves it. Like, he just can't get enough Costco. I wouldn't be surprised if he was the kind of guy that would, like, get a card, you know, PSA, or not PSA, is it PSA? Get a card graded if it was signed by, like, I don't know, the founder or the CEO of Costco. So anyways, like, yeah, this friend of mine is a huge Costco stan. And, you know, when he sent the Costco ramen, I'm just like, bro, there's no way you didn't hear about this. I saw this on Instagram, like, weeks ago. There's no way you didn't know about this. Fake-ass Costco fan. And I just kept on laying it thick. Because I'm just like, you know who's not a fake fan? Our other friends who, once their favorite music artist put out a song, or my sister with BTS, they instantly like the song by default, regardless of how it sounds. Ooh, BTS put out a new song? I love it. You haven't even heard the song yet. I said I love it! It's like, they're not fake friends. They're not fake fans. No matter what they do, no matter what they put out, they love it. And then he made the argument, like, then aren't you a fake Nintendo fan since you don't love and buy... Oops. And you don't love and buy everything that they put out? I never claimed to be, like, a hardcore Nintendo fan. I don't care about all their games. I only care about... In terms of, like, the Nintendo side, I only mostly care about Mario and Zelda. The other quote-unquote Nintendo games aren't even 100% fully blooded Nintendo. Being Pokemon, Kirby... yeah, that's about it. Smash is a different thing. Like, you know, when it comes to Nintendo, I really only truly care about Mario, Zelda, Kirby, Pokemon. And, that's really it. I don't care about... I'm gonna offend a lot of fans here. I don't care about Metroid, Pikmin, Animal Crossing. No. I simply just don't care about those ones. I'm sorry. So I'm not a huge, like, massive Nintendo fan, right? Splatoon I don't care about. It's really just those 4, and 2 of them are really just published by Nintendo. They're not developed by Nintendo. Nintendo develops Mario and Zelda. They publish Pokemon and Kirby. I washed the dishes tonight. I don't really have anything else to do. You know, I actually don't really have too many other Pokemon things to do right now. I've shiny hunted majority of the things I want to shiny hunt. There are a handful more I want to shiny hunt, but aside from that, I don't really have too much else to do. I still have a couple things in Scarlet and Violet I want to hunt. Like, I want to hunt, of all things, the Alolan Geodude line. I want to hunt that. I want to hunt for Alolan, the Alolan Sandshrew line, as well as the Alolan Vulpix line. What else do I want to hunt in those games? Oh yes, I want to attempt the level 100 Magikarp, as well as, you know, I want to find an outbreak for a Feebas. All of those sound 10 times better than what you're hunting for right now. See, that's my point. Nobody hunts for a Patrat! Well, I'm taking the bullet for the shiny hunting community by shiny hunting for something nobody wants. Where's my Medal of Honor? You know, out of the 9 Pokemon that I plan to hunt this way, only one of them is actually popular, and that's Furfrou. All of the other ones, nobody cares about. Nobody actively hunts for them. And I'm going to go for them all. Hey, it's 8 streams and counting for Patrat, right? Imagine how many total it will take to get all 9. Holy shit, that's just hitting me now. It's taking 8 and counting to get the second one. Let's say right now, oh my god, there's 9 I want. 9 times 8. If my math is correct, which it often isn't, ain't that 72, 73? Oh shit, what is 9 times 8? No, that's 72. If it takes me an average of 8 to get 8 streams to get all of them, 72 streams of this shit. Of this, right here. This view. Constantly hatching eggs. 72 of these. And if we don't get it today, if we get it next time on the 9th one of these, times 9, that's 81 streams. And God forbid we reach 10. Am I still going for the shiny? Yes. You know, the fact that I space these out so drastically doesn't help either. And I know that. I shiny hunt for this currently once every 4 days. I do that because, well, I got other things to play as well. I got the Persona DLC I'm playing right now. Just do one-off stream like Purple Cliff. I would if I had time. An issue with that is, well, my phone only has so much power. I need to pour myself some more water. Should have gotten Genshin stuff from Japan, damn. Next time. You talk about for yourself or for me? I imagine for yourself. Man, I don't think you've shown me yet everything you've bought for yourself. You got me this right here, as well as you got this for our friend, which I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot to give it to him last time I saw him. I'll give it to him next time I see him. I might see him this Friday, actually. You got a bunch of shiny cardboard? Where's the proof? Where's the evidence? Show me. Too much talking today. He's gonna rob you? Better run? No, I would never. I would never. I would never. Actually, I got one Genshin item, but it's for a coworker. What was it? Was it a pin again of a certain character? A Pyrovision? Why did I even ask? I as if I'm gonna know what you were gonna say. Not gonna lie, it's kind of ridiculous how long this second shiny's taking. But hey, that's just RNG sometimes. So, oh, you know what? I haven't even I haven't checked my email yet, because I broke my mouse recently, and this model is discontinued, and I like this model. Now, I don't expect at all to get, you know, any sort of response I'm looking for. I sent the company an email like, yo, this purchase was 2 years ago. It broke. And I see this model's discontinued. Is there any way? Is there anything we can do? I'm not expecting anything less than what do you expect us to do with it, right? It's broken. It's discontinued. What do you want us to do with it? I don't expect anything less than that kind of email. Because realistically, that's what I tell customers when they tell me the same thing. Hey, I bought this 2 years ago, and I realized it's discontinued. You can't order it anymore. Is there anything you can do to fix it? It's like, what do you want me to do about it? It's broken, and I can't order it anymore. What do you want me to do about it? What did I break? The scroll wheel. It's such a shame, too, because I like this mouse. Well, my only option right now is to use the mouse, the default mouse that came with my PC when I bought it. I didn't use it because I already had a mouse, but it broke now. Spend a day researching how to manually fix it. That's the thing. I look at my mouse, I don't even see screws. I don't even know how to open this thing to fix it. Once upon a time, I was decently smart enough to open up a 3DS to replace my own shoulder buttons. That was a long time ago. My knowledge has degraded a lot since then. Throw it against the wall really hard. That fixes everything. Shit, if following that logic, let me throw myself really hard against the wall. You know, I heard this a couple months ago and I never brought it up. It's a shower thought. You don't realize how much force it takes to walk until you walk into a brick wall. And you know what? I'll do one similar to that. You don't realize how much force it takes to sit down until you accidentally sat on something. You ever accidentally sat on, like, the TV remote? Or your phone? Or a 3DS? That thing is as good as broken. That's a good point, though, isn't it? You don't realize how much force it takes to walk until you walk right into a wall. When you sit so hard on the TV remote goes up your ass, that's the force you get there, bud. Every time I fart, the channel changes. I heard this other shower thought. Any number you think of will always be closer to 0 than infinity. I could think of a number that has like 1,000,000 zeros behind it. That number is still closer to 0 than infinite. Think of the biggest number possible, and it is still closer to 0 than infinite. Let's see. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Don't really have anything important Wednesday. I think I'm doing dinner this, I might be doing dinner with some friends Friday. And then I might also be doing dinner with a family friend on Sunday. Sunday, I think he's leaving for yet another trip before that. No, after that. He can't exactly have dinner with us if he's leaving before that day. Discord? It is Wednesday, my dudes. Vine. You know, this family friend of ours, he's got money. Oh boy, does he have money. I asked my mom, like, he has a lot of money, doesn't he? Because he came over to Canada for my sister's wedding, and subsequently he's taking, like, a 2-month vacation here, as well as elsewhere. He's not only staying in Canada, he also went on a trip to, I think, Mexico alone. And I think after this Sunday, he's going to go on a trip to Yellowknife. And then I think he's going back to Hong Kong, like, after that. So my mom told me, like, what he did for a job. He was, like, he was, like, police force adjacent. I think he handled, like, the paperwork or whatever else. Like, he was doing behind the scenes stuff. You know, he wasn't a cop on duty out in the field making arrests and stuff. I think he did the behind the scenes stuff for, like, police work or whatever. I think that's what I was told, if I understood my mom's Chinese right. And he also has, like, a heart problem, I think. So he is retired. He technically qualifies for, like, a retired elderly folk. And when I say elderly, I don't mean, like, an 80-year-old grandpa. Can this focus, please? So he gets, like, retirement money. He also made bank from his job, his government job, which pays very well. So now he's not old enough to be, like, you know, a true, like, retirement home elderly person, but he's also, you know, still young enough to actually be able to explore the world and travel. I also noticed that it seems to be getting darker sooner. I like that. During summer, it would still be, like, sunset around, like, maybe 8 to 9 p.m. Well, maybe not 9, but, like, 8 p.m. the sun would just be setting. Nowadays, I see it's, like, pitch black outside, like, 8 p.m., not 8 a.m. I like that. I like it when it gets dark early. It's, like, 5 in the afternoon, and it's, like, pitch black outside. I like that. What are you on about? I get up for work and it's pitch black. That's not good. Well, I'm not up that early, so that sounds like a you problem. What time do you get up? Like 7 in the morning? 6? What time do you get up? 6:30. That is another box hatched, no shiny. Gotta drive into the office. The office theme song starts playing. Is what I'm about to say gonna sound cheesy as hell, corny as hell, cringe as hell? So something I'm dreading, I can't believe I'm saying this, something I'm dreading when it comes to wintertime is, of all things, being single. Does that sound so stupid? Like, there are 2 times in the year, 2 seasons that I kind of feel the impact of being single. And that is summertime and wintertime. Summertime, you know, it's summer. You want to go out, have some fun. Ideally, you want to spend it with that special person, right? So, also during summertime, you see all these couples together making, well, me think, damn, summertime, I'm seeing all these people with their loved ones all around having fun, and I'm just walking alone playing Pokemon Go. And then, you know, winter time, you got these like winter fairs with these decorations set up, and not to mention Christmas. You know, you want to spend those holiday times with that special someone. Remember how basically every year I mentioned to you guys that not only was I single, I was alone for New Year's. At this point, that's a tradition. Me being alone for New Year's. My family, we no longer like gather together to watch the countdown. Rather, my dad is in the basement with his friends. My mom is in her room sleeping. My sister, she's married now. She's going to spend New Year's with her husband. So that just leaves me alone. So there I am, alone during New Year's. Why don't you just hang with friends? Well, all my friends are going to hang with either their girlfriends, the ones who do have them, and the ones who don't, they're going to hang with their own families. Not every family is like mine, where we all do our own things, even during New Year's. So yeah, like, summertime, I see all these couples around me having fun while I'm just standing there alone. And then winter, New Year's, Christmas. Oh, don't even get me started about Christmas. We don't celebrate New Year's together. We certainly don't celebrate Christmas anymore. Wintertime, you want to make snow forts with the boys. So yeah, does it sound cringe and lame of me to say, like, I'm really dreading being single, of all things, for wintertime? Man, you of all people can see the drastic difference now. I know for a fact you are going to do, you know, fun and special things during Christmas time or other special holidays. And then you're going to think back to, damn, when I was single during these holidays, wow, what a drastic difference. She gonna go home during then? Oof, never mind then. Are you and me gonna... What the hell? How did I pick those eggs? How did that happen? How did I get the 3... Anyways, so as I was saying, whoops. All right, bro, you and me gonna hang out during the holidays, and clearly one of us doesn't belong there. In terms of like all us guys who are single and hanging out during the holidays, there's one imposter among us. Oh, you know what? Speaking of Among Us, not that game, the other game with that in the title. So I recently watched a video on the downfall of Telltale Games. And I kind of got reminded, like, oh yeah, The Wolf Among Us, that's getting a sequel. The sequel was announced 4 years ago. And when was the last update? There was a teaser trailer that I didn't even know came out. Yeah. Revealed. Okay, The Wolf Among Us 2 official trailer announcement. Game Awards 2019. That was before the goddamn pandemic. The Wolf Among Us 2 official reveal trailer, IGN, 2 years ago. 2 years ago, let me see. What date did this come out? Came out February 22nd, 2022. 2.5 years ago. The last update was 2.5 years ago. Where the fuck is this game? I am still waiting for this game. When did the first game come out? First game came out... Oh, hell no. October 11th, 2013? It's been 11 years since this game came out? "11 years and we still don't have a sequel. Despite it being announced 4 years ago. I need to stand up so I can reply on my keyboard over here. Okay, anyways. 11 years ago that game came out, huh? Okay, so you sent me a picture of some cards you bought. You bought some... Let's see, I see you bought some One Piece cards, you bought some... What the hell is that? I can't even tell what Pokemon that is. It's an electric type. What is that? Is that Regieleki? What is that? I can't tell what that is. I can't even tell what Pokemon I'm looking at. God damn it, I can't zoom because my scroll wheel is broken. I honest to God can't tell what Pokemon that is. Oh, that's a Joltik! That's a Joltik! I couldn't even tell what that was! It's in Japanese, so I couldn't even see the name of the card. Okay, see, this is the card I was looking at, but very zoomed out and blurry. I couldn't even tell what I was looking at. And then I saw that this is the little Joltik right here. Now, come on. Zoomed out and pretty blurry. It was pretty hard for me to tell what I was even looking at. I was looking at that like, is this a Electroterra something? Is this like a weird colored Pawmot? I couldn't tell. Joltik the Waldo. Why does this Patrat hate me so? You know what? I just made myself pretty curious. I'm gonna look at something. How many hours do I have on these certain games? Okay, it's not even close. So on my Switch, Pokemon Shield is still the game I have with the highest amount of hours. Let's see, my Pokemon... Oops. I'm not trying to deposit, I'm trying to organize. Pokemon Shield, I have 3,130 hours on. And I got curious, like, what am I at for my Violet game? Pokemon Violet, I have 1,475 hours. Smash Brothers, Smash Ultimate, I have 1,040 hours. Pokemon Scarlet, I only have 190 hours. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, 1,135 hours. What the fuck? Tears of the Kingdom, 545 hours. Legends Arceus, 310 hours. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, 735 hours. Pokemon Shining Pearl, 285 hours. Skyward Sword, 60 hours. Pokemon Sword, 60 hours. So nothing yet has beaten Pokemon Shield, 3,130 hours. Dynamax Adventures took a lot of time, okay? As well as everything else that were full odds. All the Reggies and the Swords of Justice. Dynamax Adventures in particular, that one... You know, Sword and Shield get a lot of hate, but if you're a shiny hunter and you're willing to pay the money for the DLC, wow, is it content. Wow, is it, you know, like, stuff for you to do. Are you drinking water, or is that the game? It is the water, and I'm drinking the game. No, I'm actually drinking water. Man timed it perfect. What? You mean that sound effect? No, that was the game. In terms of the glugging sound, no, that was me. Oh yeah, I don't know if I set this correction yet. Previously, when I hunted for Skarmory here, I said that it's a rather rarer find, rarer spawn, so that's why I wanted an outbreak. Never mind. I was wrong. While hunting for a second Shieldon, I did a Steel-type sandwich, and it was the only other Pokemon that spawned, aside from Shieldon. So, never mind. Wasn't as rare as I thought. Just make a Steel-type sandwich and you're good. So I found an outbreak for no reason. But it's okay, as long as I got the shiny in the end. What the? That's not the right egg? I keep picking up eggs in the wrong order. Alright, how about this? How about while we hatch these next group of eggs, I show you guys the ribbons, or not ribbons, the marks that some of these have. So let's see. This one I caught a couple days ago. Oh, So let's see. I got a sleepy time mark, another sleepy time mark, a prideful mark, dawn mark, uncommon. And then this Pachirisu, I got a cloudy mark. Nothing for Braviary, nothing for the 2 Hound Hours, and yep, there we go. I didn't do any hatching steps during that because I realized I needed 2 hands to do that. There was a Pachirisu outbreak, so I figured, why not? Why the hell not? And then same thing, there was a Braviary outbreak, and I just thought, why the hell not? I do already have a shiny Hisuian Braviary in this game. I caught a shiny Rowlet in this game, and then I sent it to Legends Arceus to evolve, then I sent it back. Has it been like a year since I got that? Let me check. Yeah, it has. Oh, and this one has a Mark too, which I... My Hisuian Braviary I caught on August 2nd, 2023, and it has a Sandstorm mark. I do have a Luxray outbreak in my game. Getting a shiny Luxray would be cool. You know, fun fact, my first shiny Pokemon ever in Scarlet and Violet was a Shinx. There is another hunt I want to do. I want to go for a shiny Jumpluff. I already have a shiny Hoppip in the game. Who doesn't at this point? Look, I want to go specifically for shiny Jumpluff, and I need to do that in Area 0. So there's something else for me to hunt. You're gonna get a shiny Lechonk instead? Don't I already have one? Yeah, I do. I don't have a shiny Oinkologne, or Oinkologgin. Let's see, the shiny Lechonk I caught January 25th, 2023. Wow, that's almost 2 years ago. We're approaching 2 years ago since I caught that. When was the shiny Shinx? When did I catch this very first ever shiny Pokemon in this game? November 22nd, 2022. That's even closer to 2 years ago. And I think first shiny of 2023 was a Nacli. Yeah, shiny Nacli. I got it January 1st, 2023. You know, my Pokemon home is an absolute mess right now. I have in there 1,017 Fiones, which you'll see why later on. And I have 809 Patrats. So my Pokemon home is an absolute mess. I'm not releasing the Fiones just yet, because that's for something later down the road. And I don't want to release the Patrats just yet until I find the second shiny. That way I know for certain how many eggs it took before I found the shiny. Let me count real quick just to make sure if the shiny Patrat, the first one, really was 237 eggs. Yeah, 237. 237 eggs for the first shiny Patrat. 1,000 later, still no second. I actually am at this point beyond 1,000 eggs after the first shiny. Oh, I hear it. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I doubt it. Oh, I hear it's raining outside. Okay, let's see. That is now 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 boxes hatched so far. I'm gonna hatch one more box for tonight. Okay, let me see. I hatched 27 boxes before. I'm actually using a calculator for this. 27 plus the 9 we hatched already. So that's 36. 36 times 30. Whoops. 36 times 30. That is 1,080 eggs. Wait, no, that doesn't mean we're beyond 1,000. Wait a second. Wait, so we only passed 1,000 like 2.5 boxes ago. Oh, I thought we passed 1,000 way before that. Unless I did the math wrong. Why is... People also ask, what is the length of genes? Why is that in my suggested? There are 3 main gene lengths: short, regular, and long. Short genes are typically about an inch or 2 above the ankle, while regular genes hit at or just below the ankle. Long genes come down to the top of the foot and even slightly longer. The key is to find a pair that hits the right spot on your leg. Why did that get suggested when I looked up 36 times 30? I guess maybe like waist size? Don't ask me what mine is. How to size men's jeans. What size is 36 in jeans? What does 32 by 30 mean in jeans? Why is it all jeans? What is a size 36 in men's pants? Well, I think that answered what my waist size is. Actually, I think it might be a 38. What length jeans is for a 5'9" man? Clearly, I don't even need the answer to that one. Is a 36-inch waist big for a man? Now this I need to see. In general, keeping waist circumference to less than half your height. Oh, not keeping, keep. For example, for a 6-foot man, 72 inches, a healthy waist size should be anything less than 36. Oh my god. Yikes, then I guess that means I am very unhealthy. If I have like a 36-inch waist myself, and I'm like 5'6". Oh god, I am extremely unhealthy then. You know, maybe I shouldn't use Hinge. Maybe I should just stay off that app. Maybe I should do the world a favor and not do that app. After looking at that, yeah, maybe I should just not do it. Never mind. Scrap the idea. Okay, let's see. 1080. At this point, I should just add 1080. I should add 5 more since I just hatched those. 1085 minus 237. It has been 848 eggs since the last shiny. And the odds are 1 in 512. 848 eggs? That is already more than the number of eggs I can hold in my game. I can only hold 810. And it's been 848 since the last shiny. That's some bullshit right here. And what is this? I looked up 1085 minus 237. Dual band omni antenna. Half wave dipole. What the hell? Heat wave dipole. That is some math and science that I am not qualified to understand. Nice shiny. You're gonna make me cry. I'm just having a discussion right now with someone. He said that because the Thunderbolts trailer just came out, it looks like we might have another time jump in the article in the trailer. It says a few years ago. So Thunderbolts might take place in, like, I don't know, 2027? And if that keeps up, then Doomsday and Secret Wars might be like 2030. Right now I'm trying to have a discussion with him, like, if Doomsday and Secret Wars take place in universe like the year 2030, I'll be honest, I wouldn't be too mad at that for one reason. And that's Logan. Logan takes place in the year 2029. So if Secret Wars takes place before that, and the multiverse is destroyed afterwards, leaving just one prime Earth, well, then that kind of wouldn't make sense. Like, where in the timeline would we watch it? If we're watching in timeline order, how the hell would we watch it? We can't watch it afterwards, because it's already been destroyed. So, timeline-wise, would I watch something that takes place in 2029 and then watch a film that takes place in, like, say, 2026? If that's really when Doomsday and Secret Wars take place? That just wouldn't make sense. So if Doomsday and Secret Wars takes place in, like, 2030, after Logan in 2029, I would not be too mad. Because the Logan film is a really... It's going to be really interesting to see what they do timeline-wise when it comes to the multiverse. You about to get the first back-to-back 5 in a row shiny Patrats. Yes, yes, keep doing that. Put that out into the universe. Make that a good jinx to happen. You want to know what's one character I really want to see return in Marvel? Star-Lord. After the events of Guardians Volume 3, he's on Earth. I want to see him do some Earth stuff. I want to see him team up with some Earth characters to do whatever. I want to see that. Oh, you know what's crazy to think? This just hit me. I don't think we're going to see Drax in Doomsday or Secret Wars. Dave Bautista said he's done playing Drax, and if you've seen recent pictures of Dave Bautista, he lost all the weight, all the muscle. He is a skinny man right now. He's not as big as he was, you know, when he was wrestling. He is skinny now. Hell, I'm fatter than he is. So unless Dave Bautista wants to put on some weight and then exercise for those muscles again, which I don't think he does, I don't think we're going to see Drax in either of those films. Didn't hit me until now. Oh yeah, you know what's funny about the Thunderbolts trailer? When the random Bob character showed up, first of all, I didn't even know who he was. It wasn't until I saw a breakdown that I learned he was Sentry. Like, where's his blonde hair? What's funny is, with the long hair, I didn't even recognize who was playing him. I completely forgot that Glenn Powell was cast as Sentry. And with the long hair, he became unrecognizable. Now, I did just recently watch him in Anyone But You. Him and Sydney Sweeney. The difference long hair makes. Like, I didn't even recognize him at all. I can't believe Steven Yeun almost played Sentry. That is not the right role for him. I've only ever seen him play Glenn and Mark Grayson. That's about it. He's a great actor, but Sentry's not for him. Now, if Steven showed up, I would have recognized him instantly, even with the long hair. And I would have instantly known he was Sentry, unfortunately. Because, you know, I heard that he was being cast as Sentry, but then he had to drop out of the role. So sadly, if Steven Yeun showed up in the trailer, I would have instantly known who he was playing. Can you shiny hunt for Sydney Sweeney next? Bro, I wish. I think that Eden film just came out. It, you know, everyone primarily cares about Sydney Sweeney and Ana de Armas. Yeah, sure, Daniel Bruhl and, who else was in it? Was it Jude Law? Who was in that film? There was someone else. Yeah, it was Jude Law. Oh yeah, I forgot Vanessa Kirby was also in it. That is a pretty stacked cast. Ana de Armas, Sydney Sweeney, Vanessa Kirby, Jude Law, Daniel Bruhl. I hope I said his name right. I don't know how to say that last name of his. It's a thriller and suspense movie. I don't know, there's 3 main reasons why I would watch this film. And if you want to add the other 2 reasons, then yeah, for Jude Law and Daniel Bruhl. Maybe one day when my friends come over and we want to watch a movie, we'll watch this, because, hey, a Sydney Sweeney film with Ana de Armas? Oh my god. We are about to run out of eggs for tonight, which means yet another stream with no shiny. And I have 9 of these to get. 9! I only have 1 so far. Pull a Nikocado and end the stream with the shiny Patrat? What do you mean pull a Nikocado? Like troll the internet? At that point, the shiny would be trolling me. We have 10 eggs left to hatch tonight. 10 more chances. Please. This is painful. How did Eternal Radiant do this? For 20,000 eggs. Basically 100% then? I wish. If only. That's a lot of cope right there. Oh shit, is my Switch still on? Oh, it is. Oops. Okay. I came up with a question the other day. How do you guys think the new Legends ZA game is going to tackle this? Kalos regional forms. Assuming the game has them, because every game has them since Sun and Moon, not counting BDSP. So every game since, like every new region since, has had a regional form. Legends Arceus did also. Technically, it was Sinnoh, but not really. But still, more Megas. Megas are the regionals. But I'm talking like actual regionals, because how exactly are they going to tackle that? People would question, why didn't the, Kalos regional form show up in the original game? Lore-wise. Real life-wise, it's like, well, they didn't have the idea at the time. But like, okay, if a different Pokemon from a different region doesn't have a Kalos form, then, unless you're about to tell me something we found in Kalos isn't the original form. Oh, here's a new form of it. This is the one native to Kalos, not that other one. Unless they give the explanation like, oh, this regional form just existed. They just evolved and adapted to the Kalos region. That's why there's now a new form and not in the original. Would that be kind of lazy to you guys? If they explain, oh yeah, this form just happened. It didn't exist back then, lore-wise. It exists now. Would that be kind of lazy to you guys? If they don't add AZ Floyd and Legend ZA. No, they're going to add ZA Floyd instead. You know what's something I could do to pass the time? If I truly felt like it, but I don't want to do, because I don't really care that much. In my living decks, in my Pokemon Home, I could replace everything with that ugly Pokemon Go G with ones that don't have it. Right now I'm looking at my Pokemon Home. Everything from Weedle all the way to Arbok came from Pokemon Go, so they all have that G over it. Do I hate the G? Yes. I don't really care enough to go back and replace it. Because, this is just a living dex. This thing's purpose is to complete my Pokedex for any game. I just take it from my Pokemon Home, I just drop it into the game for the dex entries, and I just call it a day. So I don't care if these are perfect or not. The only thing I really do care about is if they were in Pokeballs or not. Okay, we have here the final 5 eggs for tonight. Oh my god, I put in 4 again. Alright, final 5 for tonight. This would have been another 150 eggs. So, 2 streams, 300 eggs, no shiny. The Furious 5. The Battle Force 5. Well, congrats on the shiny. And the Dragon Warrior. I am Steve. Man, they had the nerve to release those, like, promotional artwork pictures of Jack Black in that blue shirt with the pixelated pickaxe. Man, they had the nerve to do that to try to tell us, man, he's Steve. Okay, thoughts on this. Smash Brothers movie, the animated Sonic, the animated Mario, the live-action Sonic and Pikachu, and Jack Black as Steve. What do we think? We see Jack Black holding a pickaxe, fighting a live-action Sonic the Hedgehog and Pikachu. Subspace Emissary, round 2. There's also a Zelda project in the works. We'll see what that looks like at some point. I don't think a live-action Mario would translate good. And it already didn't translate good. Man, I would love to see, once again, a blend between live-action and animated cartoons, kind of like Looney Tunes style. Just show me the animated Mario standing next to a live-action Sonic. Just rip Mario straight from his animated movie and put him in live-action. Don't make him live-action. Just an animated CGI Mario in live-action standing next to a live-action Sonic. I would not hate that. Do not translate him into live-action. We wait for Sydney Sweeney to cast as Zelda in live-action The Legend of Zelda. I think this is the 4th egg. Fuck. Well, that's it for tonight. 150 eggs. No shiny. Yet again. Man, don't you hit me with that wow, a shiny. Nice. Why did this second shiny Patrat hate me so badly? We are 1,000 eggs in on 1 in 512. And we only have one. That just should not be legal. Yeah, 10. So we still have 17 boxes worth of eggs, and I swear to God, if none of them are shiny, I will cry. Okay. That's gonna be it for tonight. Do the last egg first. Just get the results over with. Nah, that's not how the process goes. Alright, I'm gonna call it here. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you next time for more disappointments, no shinies, all regular Patrats. I'll see you guys next time for that. Bye.